How you can find all bosses in the game, timestamps below. Bullguard, Forest of Wolves, Front Hills. From there, you're just going to follow the path, and you're going to take a slight right at the end, and you'll reach the Bullguard. So go across this bridge, and to the left right there is one of the scanned eyes you'll need later for a big Shigandang. But here is the Bullguard, the first boss, Chapter 1. Guangzhi is the next boss. Go to Forest of Wolves outside the forest. And then you're going to turn left right here, and then just stay to the left, and you'll reach this archway, and you'll get to Guangzhi. And right after you beat this guy, there is a bell behind him. So this is one of the 3 bells you need for the secret boss in Chapter 1 called Elder Jinchi. And that also brings you automatically to the secret area in Chapter 1 once you ring all these 3 bells. So that's the first bell, right behind Guangzhi. Now we're going to go back to the shrine, Forest of Wolves, outside the forest. And we're going to go to Wandering Wight. Now this is where you naturally end as a cicada, so you could fight Wandering Wight first, and then Guangzhi. But if you get Guangzhi first, that's going to help you fight this guy, Wandering Wight. Also, very important, this spirit for Wandering Wight goes away if you just keep going throughout this whole chapter and ring the 3 bells for Elder Jinchi. So make sure you beat this guy before you continue, don't skip him. Lingxuzi for the next boss, go to Forest of Wolves, Guanmou Temple. Baw-Li-Guhh-Lang is the first frog. Go to Bamboo Grove Snake Trail. Just turn left at the top and you're just going to jump down here. So the first time I did this, I went all the way around the paths, which I included in my first chapter for the bosses. Just a little trick to save time, go down the hill, and you'll find him right there at the end. And speaking of which, you guys can see all my individual chapters for the bosses if you want as well, and I'm going to link that down in the description. Guanmou is the next boss. Go to Bamboo Grove Snake Trail. Once you drop down, you're going to head down the path, and you'll see this torch. Then just continue along the trail, and you'll see another torch, and then you're going to turn to the right, and you're going to see a gap between the rocks, and that is where Guanmou is. And behind him is the second bell needed for Elder Jinchi. So once you beat him, you guys would just go up the path to the left. So here we are, after beating him. Just go up the path to the left side, and the second bell is at the top. Now just turn around, and we're going to go to Whiteclad Noble. So head up the path to the left, and just go up this path here. And you're going to get to Bamboo Grove Marsh of the White Mist. Now, Whiteclad Noble is the hardest boss so far in Chapter 1, but at this point you have Guangzhi and you have Wandering Wight, both of which will help you in this fight. So head down. Right here there's a monkey, and that'll lead you to upgrading your gourds. But once you continue the path, you'll reach Whiteclad Noble. Now, once you beat him, we're going to go to the third bell. So there he is, defeated, and you're going to turn left. So don't go towards those 2 torches yet. You're going to turn left. You're going to head down this valley all the way to the third and final bell. And when you ring this bell, you will automatically go to the secret area in Chapter 1 and fight Elder Jinchi. You also may have noticed something hanging on the tree right there, and that's called Fireproof Mantle. And there's different things in this game to give you protection, and that's one of them. So now we're at Ancient Guanmou Temple. You will automatically go here once you ring all 3 bells. Now just go up the stairs, and to the left is the next shrine. Secret Ancient Guanmou Temple, Grand Chamber. Alright, from there just turn to the right, go toward this door. And that is Elder Jinchi. And fun fact, if you transform to Guangzhi, who we got earlier, Elder Jinchi will have specific dialogue just for him, which is so cool. And he'll have multiple lines for him as well. Black Wind King, Black Wind Cave, Cave Interior. And once you get there, you're right at the door, and you'll fight the Black Wind King. Black Bear Guai, go to Black Wind Cave, Butt-Eye Peak. Just turn left, go up the steps. Now the last boss in Chapter 1 is Red Loong, but you can't access him until you get to Chapter 2. Once you're in Chapter 2, you're going to get something called Long Scales, which is a key item. So go to the shrine Sandgate Village, Valley of Despair. So turn right and go into this cave. Make sure to beat this enemy here before continuing, because he'll prevent you from entering a red wall once you break it. So make sure to kill him. And then we're going to keep going. And once you get this Long Scales item, you're going to return to Chapter 1, and I'll show you guys exactly where Red Loong is. We're also going to get into this later in the video as well, exploring the different options you have with fighting this boss right here. So as you can see, he is already available to us because the father called him up. If you kill the father first, which is the little one, then he won't call him up, and you're going to have to call this boss up later in the game by going to the edge and just interacting with it. So I'll get into that later. As for now, just turn to the left, use Wandering Wight to break this red wall, and then you're going to go inside and get the key item Long Scales. So once you're inside, just run straight to the chest, and you'll get Long Scales. This is needed for all the long bosses in the game. So now, back to Chapter 1, Red Loong. Go to Forest of Wolves outside the forest. So just run straight. Once you reach these two wolves here, just turn to the left, and then just keep to the right. And you guys will get to a chest and a bridge on the right side. So there's that bridge, there's the chest. Now you're going to turn left, go down a little bit, and then you're going to turn left again, and you're going to see it bend up to the right, so that's where you're going to go. You're going to start to hear the water, and there it is, the waterfall, with two enemies up here. Once you beat those two enemies, you can then access this waterfall by pressing R2, or if you're on Xbox, RT. And then just go inside, and that's where Red Loong is. So to recap that, you have to go to Chapter 2 and get the Long Scales item, and then return to Chapter 1 in order to finally beat all the bosses in Chapter 1. So at this point, you beat all the bosses in Chapter 1, and now we're going to get into all the bosses in Chapter 2. So here we go. Lang-Li-Guhh-Baw, go to Sandgate Village, Village Entrance. From there, turn to the left, and you'll see something called Shoe Dog on the left side. Interact with him, he'll tell you that this frog has taken one of his pellets. So just turn to the right and you'll see the frog. At this point, this is the second frog in the game. Once you get all frogs, you get a special frog mythical spirit, which is one of the best spirits in the game. Earth Wolf, go to Sandgate Village, Village Entrance. Just turn to the right, and then you're going to go around this area here. So we want to get into the left side now. So this area on the left. So just go around all the way, and you'll reach this wooden door that you can just break through. Straight ahead will be the Earth Wolf boss. King of Flowing Sands and Second Prince of Flowing Sands. Go back to the same shrine, Sandgate Village, Village Entrance. Just turn to the right. So we're going to go the same way we did before, except this time we're going to turn to the right. Fun fact, use Cloud Step right at that second enemy, and him or that Rat Captain mini-boss won't see you, and you can go right to this gate and skip fighting them. And you get right to these two bosses. And that's especially useful if you're in New Game Plus and just want to boss rush the game. So this is what I was talking about earlier, killing the father or the son first. Now you guys want to kill the father first, which is the little one. Then you're going to get a spirit from that big guy with that big club, who is the second prince of Flowing Sands. So freeze the big guy, kill the little guy. So now that we killed the king, you also change the second prince's moveset. So he's going to enter a rage, as you see right here, and his moveset changes, which is also really cool. And he gets absolutely ticked off, which is pretty cool as well. Then once you kill him, you're going to get his spirit. You're going to miss his spirit if you don't kill the father first. So kill the little guy first, then this big guy. Now get his spirit. Now this is what I was talking about earlier, guys, about calling up that next boss. So we're going to do the first Prince of Flowing Sands now. Go to Sandgate Village, Valley of Despair. So since we killed the king, that little guy, he's not going to call his son up now. That's his other son. He's not going to call him up now, so you're going to do that. But that's okay, you have a key item in order to do that. Go to the edge, and call him up. So you automatically have this key item in your inventory. And look at this beauty. First Prince of the Flowing Sands. Tiger Vanguard, Crouching Tiger Temple, Temple Entrance. Just turn to the right and go up the steps. Later in the game you fight someone called Yellow Robe Squire. He's going to be on that right side at the top of the steps. So here's Tiger Vanguard. There's a tally behind him, which you're going to use to access his secret area, which leads to the Crouching Tiger Temple. However, you can't actually access this area, that tally at the top of the stairs, until you beat the Stone Vanguard later in the chapter. Tiger's Acolyte. Go to Yellow Wind Formation, Windrest Hamlet. This guy's important because he gives you a rattle drum. You need that to rattle it in 3 different locations, which is how you fight the Mad Tiger later in the game. Shigandang. We're going to find 6 eyeballs. So we're actually going to find him before we fight the Stone Vanguard. If you were to keep going after that last boss, the Tiger's Acolyte, you would naturally come to the Stone Vanguard. But I want you guys to find the Shigandang first, because he fights the Stone Vanguard for you. It gives you an advantage in the fight, and it's just really fun, because this guy just wrestling moves on him. It's just a ton of fun to see. So we're going to head to the first eyeball. I'm going to show you guys all 6, and we're going to head to the next shrine as well. I noticed a lot of people searched how to find these shrines, so I'm going to show you guys exactly how to get here. So here we are in Frightcliff. Straight ahead is the next shrine, and we actually just passed the first eyeball, so we're going to turn around and get that. So there is Frightcliff Squall Hideout. So now we're going to find all 6 eyeballs. So turn around, and there's the first eyeball. And you need all 6 in order to awaken the Shigandang. Alright, now turn to the left, and there's the shrine. You're going to go to the right of the shrine. And we're going to find the second eyeball now. Use Cloud Step just to easily go past these guys. Just to make it nice and simple for you. There's the second eye. Turn to the right. You're going to see these stairs over here. Go up to the top, and you're going to find the third eye. There's the third eye. Go back to the shrine, using your incense talisman, so make sure you shortcut that if you haven't already. You're going to go back to the shrine Frightcliff Squall Hideout. Go to the left this time. Once you get to the top where you take a left or right, you're going to take a left. You're going to see this torch and some orange light in. There's the 4th eye. Now turn to the right. And you're going to go back the way you came from, except this time you're going to go straight across. So we came from a path on our right side, but you're going to keep going straight. And we're going to go to our 5th eye. You're going to see light in on the right side. You're going to go to the left and up this path. Just follow the path, and you'll see the Mother of Stones over there on the left. That's another boss we'll come back to later. And just stay to the right, and you'll get to the 5th eye on this platform. Now turn around, and we're going to get the 6th eye. So we're going to go back the way we came from. Head down the path, and once you see these 2 torches here, or 3 actually, turn to the left and drop down. And you're going to get to the next shrine, which is Rockrest Flat. And the 6th eye is on the left side. So here we are, Frightcliff, Rockrest Flat. Now turn to the left, and you're going to see the 6th eye next to this pillar. And then we're going to go and awaken the Shigandang, who then fights the Stone Vanguard for you. So here's 2 bosses in the same area. So here's the Shigandang on the left side. Now you can wake him up because you delivered all 6 eyeballs to him. And how cool is this? This is one of my favorite moments in the game. He fights the Stone Vanguard for you. Whether or not you've seen this already, I think we all like to see this again, him doing a wrestling move on him. And he literally kills him for you. You don't have to do any work at all. And then you can fight the Shigandang. Alright, on to the next 2 bosses, the Man in Stone and Mother of Stones. These 2 bosses are connected. Go back to the shrine Frightcliff Squall Hideout. And we're going to go ahead and talk to the Man in Stone, which is the first step. So you're going to turn to the right, and we're going to go ahead and talk to him. We're going to go down this valley here. So you're going to talk to him, then you're going to get Stone Essence from the Mother of Stones. You're going to go back to him, and you're going to deliver it to him, talk to him some more, and then hit him, and you're able to fight him. So now you're going to go to Frightcliff Rockrest Flat. From there, turn to the right, go towards these torches, and up the path. This is where we went for the 5th Buddha eyeball for the Shigandang. So if you were using timestamps, you can go back to where we were finding the Shigandang, all the eyeballs. Go to the end, and you're going to find the Mother of Stones. Then just hit her, and that starts the fight. Now go back to the shrine Frightcliff Squall Hideout. Go back to the Man in Stone. And you're going to deliver the stone essence to him. Once you do that, he's going to sprout out of the ground. Go ahead and talk to him. Once you exhaust all his dialogue, go ahead and hit him. And then you're able to fight him. Gore-Eye Daoist. Go to Sandgate Village, Valley of Despair. You're going to turn to the right. This is where we fought the Flow and Sands duo. To the left is a tally that you can use. And you're able to use that because we have the Keenness of Tiger from Tiger's Vanguard and Sternness of Stone from Stone Vanguard. Just follow the path and go across that bridge. And at the end will be the Gore-Eye Daoist. Now we're going to fight the Mad Tiger. In order to do that, we need to find all 3 locations to rattle the drum. So just turn around from where you fought the Gore-Eye Daoist and go across the bridge. And turn left under this building, and your screen will go gray, and you're able to rattle the drum. And you have that rattle drum from the Tiger's Acolyte. Use the timestamps below if you missed them. Now here's the second location for the Mad Tiger. Go to Yellow Information, Windrest Hamlet. From there, just turn to the right, go down this path, through these doors and turn to the left, and just stay to the left and you'll find the second out of 3 rattle drum locations. Third rattle drum location, go to Sandgate Village, Village Entrance. From there, turn around and go straight. That door will be open if you opened it after Earthwolf. If you didn't, just go to the right and go around the building, and you'll find a door you can break through. Stay to the left, and you'll find the third and final rattle drum location. And here we are. Once you rattle the drum, you can go down the well and fight the Mad Tiger. And here we are. Black Long, Fright Cliff, Rockcrest Flat. Turn to the right, and at the top of the stairs is a Sandfall. As you head towards these steps, you're going to hear this guy talking. And then there's some enemies right before the Sandfall. You have to kill them in order to activate the Sandfall. So after you kill them, you're able to use the long scales. You'll get rid of the Sandfall. And then behind these doors is Black Long. And just a tip, remember to stand on the rocks to evade his shockwaves. And here he is. And I'm going to show you guys the Flow and Sand Spirit if you're wondering what that looks like. That we got earlier when we were fighting the Father and Son. Yellow Robe Squire. Yellow Wind Formation, Windrest Hamlet. From there, turn to the right and go down, and we're going to get the Sobering Stone. This is where we went for the second out of 3 rattle drum locations for the Mad Tiger. If we would have turned left right there, that's where we go for the second location for the rattle drum. Now you're going to turn to the right and go up these steps. And just go straight ahead. And in this little shack on the right side, which is in front of that torch on the ground, you're going to see the Sobering Stone. And there it is. After that, we're going to go ahead and deliver it to the Yellow Robe Squire. So go to Fright Cliff, Rockcrest Flat. You could talk to him first and then get the Sobering Stone, but this saves you a trip. And you're going to go ahead, exhaust all his dialogue. And then once you deliver it to him, he's going to stand up. And that's how you know that you've begun this part of the quest. Now, once you do that, you're going to go ahead and go to Crouching Tiger Temple, Temple Entrance, and buy a Jade Lotus from the shop. You're going to go to the top of the stairs, which I mentioned earlier. So turn to the right. And right before the entrance to Tiger Vanguard, you're going to turn to the right. And there he is. Exhaust all his dialogue, and then you're able to deliver the Jade Lotus to him. So there's deliver. Now once you do that, exhaust all his dialogue in order to make him go back to Rockcrest Flat. And here we are, Fright Cliff, Rockcrest Flat, after exhausting all his dialogue. Now this time he's just going to be on the right side instead of straight ahead, so don't panic when you don't see him. On the right side there he is, and he's going to fight you right away. After you beat him, he's going to go behind those doors, which is how you access the secret area in Chapter 2, Secret Kingdom of Sahali. So go through the doors, and you guys are in the secret area in Chapter 2. And here we are at the next shrine, Secret Kingdom of Sahali, Sangate Pass. And this is how you get to Tiger Vanguard. Just follow the path, and at the end, there he is. Not to be confused with the other Tiger Vanguard who shares the same name as him. Yes, you're hunted by cats in this chapter. And now you're going to fight Fubin. So, go to the right of him, and you're going to go to the next shrine. And welcome to the Kingdom of Sahali. You're going to go straight ahead, and here's the next shrine. Don't run out into the middle of the desert and wander around for 10 minutes like I did before finding the shrine. Here we are at the next shrine, Secret Kingdom of Sahali, Sandgate bound. Just turn to the right, go up to the top, and talk to this guy, and you'll fight Fubin. And then just turn to the right and drop down after you're done talking to that rat at the top. And now you're going to want to run out to the desert. Yellow Wind Sage, Crouching Tiger Temple Cellar. Once you get to the bottom, just turn to the left, and there's the last boss in Chapter 2. Make sure to use Wind Tamer to beat this guy, and if you want a lot of useful tips and strategies to fight this guy, I made a guide on how to beat him, which is on my channel. How to find all bosses in Chapter 3. Macaque Chief, go to the Shrine's Snow Hill Path, Frostclad Path. From there, you're going to turn right, go up the path here, a cutscene will play, and that's when you'll first see him. We're going to keep running up the hill. Pass these guys here. Turn right, and right here is when you first see him. The next boss is Kang-Jin Loong. Now we're at Snow Hill Path, Mirror Mirror. Run straight. Another cutscene will play, and we'll get to Kang-Jin Loong. After that boss, you guys will get to the Pagoda Realm, one of the most confusing places in the entire game. So the next boss is Captain Lotus-Vision. After that gate, we're going to run straight. Use Cloud Step because of all these guys here that can attack you. Now we're at Pagoda Realm, Lower Pagoda. Turn left. Through this gate, then go straight until you can't go straight anymore. So you're going to get to a gate with Will. And there it is. From there, turn right. Now turn left. You're going to go straight until you see another gate sticking out with a lantern. And there it is right there. Turn left. Now go up the slope. This is the first slope in this place. There's 3 total slopes. The third slope goes the other direction, which leads you out of here. Once you get to the top, turn right. You know you're going the right way when you see this thin bridge over here. And here we are on the bridge. Sorry for the frame drops. And once you get to the end, turn right. Now turn left. So sorry for all the frame drops. I'm going to use Cloud Step, maybe that'll help. Once we get to the end, turn around and go up the slope here. Now once you get to the top, go straight all the way. You'll see that red-haired guy there. And you'll see this hole. Turn to the right, and there is the Shrine Upper Pagoda. The Captain Lotus-Vision boss is right behind this Upper Pagoda shrine. Just turn around, fall onto this roof here, drop down, and there he is. Once you beat him, use your Incense Trail Talisman to return to the Upper Pagoda Shrine, and I'm going to walk you guys out of this jail so we can get to the Captain Wise Voice, which is the next boss. So from the Upper Pagoda Shrine, run straight, and you'll see this thin bridge here. I recommend using Cloud Step because there's a bat, very naughty one right there, that's hanging out above that will knock you off. Now, as soon as you exit the bridge, you'll see this gate sticking out. Go ahead and take a left, go straight, and go up this slope here. And you'll notice it's going the opposite way. And from here, it's very easy to get out. Just take a left and just follow the path, and you'll ascend up the mountain over there. I thought I'd include this though, just to walk you guys out of this place, because even when you're on New Game Plus, you guys might like that little help, because this place is very confusing. It's a maze. At the top, here we are at the shrine. This is called Manny Wheel. So we're at Pagoda Realm, Manny Wheel. From there, turn to the left, and the next boss is Captain Wise Voice. They really don't want you to leave Pagoda Realm. The next boss is Macaque Chief, encounter number 2. So the second time you find this guy, go to Pagoda Realm, Snowville Trail. From that shrine, turn left, and you're going to go up this path here. So you're going to go through these guys here, and all these guys right here, you'll see the trail, little sparks going up that way. That's when you turn right, and then go up the steps to our left. And you'll find a shrine here. We're almost at Macaque Chief, he's just up the steps, but you want this shrine. Pagoda Realm, Warden Temple. Might be easier as well, in case you guys already have that shrine. And then from there, you'll find him for the second encounter. And we're going to find this guy for a total of 3 times as well. After doing a little run-in from that last boss, you'll find Kang-Jin Star, which is the next boss. Kang-Jin Star is near the shrine Bitter Lake, Turtle Island. From that shrine, just run up straight, and you'll see her right here. For the next boss, Cyan Loong, you'll need the Loong Scales item, which you find near Sandgate Village Valley of Despair Shrine. From that shrine, run straight into this cave. Kill this enemy here, because he's going to prevent you from going through a red wall soon. After you kill him, turn to the left, drop down, use either Wandering Wight or Azure Dust, which you get from the Man in Stone quest, or bait the Prince boss here to smash the wall, and that's how you can get through the wall. Once you go through the wall, just run straight to this chest for the key item, Loong Scales. Now that you have that item, or maybe you had it already, go to the shrine Bitter Lake, Turtle Island, and at the edge of the turtle, before Kang-Jin Star, you'll find Cyan Loong, right here on the edge. Alright, the next boss is Apramana Bat, which is very easily missable. It's probably the one you guys are missing. As soon as you get off the turtle, you're going to go straight to this shrine right here, called Bitter Lake, North Shore of the Bitter Lake. The Apramana Bat won't be there anymore once this boar separates from you shortly into this chapter. So you really want to do this right away. You don't want to wait on it. You're going to go along the shore here to the right, and this bat will be at the end. So there's the first bit of the snake. And keep going to the back and you'll find the bat. And there's the third bit with an interactable moment right here. This must be the Snake General. Now nothing but bare bones. Which is why the turtle sheds a tear. Just a fun fact. So now you guys have a boss that you probably missed. Return to the shrine Bitter Lake, North Shore of the Bitter Lake. So just use your Trail Incense Talisman if you have that equipped. Turn around, and to the right of the water in front of the turtle, there is the next boss, Chen Loong. Here he is over here. Once you beat him, he'll ask for some medicine, which you get from the dog at the Crouching Tiger Temple Cellar Shrine. So go ahead and exhaust his dialogue. From the Crouching Tiger Temple Cellar Shrine, just turn to the right, and the dog will be here. Now, if the dog isn't here for you, it means you didn't talk to him in Chapter 2. Most of you probably did, but for maybe 1 or 2 of you out there that didn't, go to Yellow Wind Ridge, Sandgate Village, Village Entrance. From the shrine, just jump down here, and you'll find the dog against this rock. Now, after you talk to him, turn to the right, and kill this frog boss. And you want to kill as many bosses you can in Chapter 2, and that'll make him go to the Crouching Tiger Temple Cellar entrance. After you beat that boss, head back to the dog and talk to him. Once you're at the Crouching Tiger Temple Cellar Shrine, turn to the right, and he'll be here, and he'll give you a special made bone strengthening pellet, and that's what you'll give to Chen Loong. You'll see a Mind Core at first. If it's your first time talking to him, hit talk again, and you'll see him mention Chen Loong. And there it is. And it'll say key items. Fast travel to the New West, Bitter Lake, North Shore of the Bitter Lake. And this time Chen Loong won't be in the water. He'll be near a little hut. And that is to the left of the turtle. And here we are at the Bitter Lake, North Shore of the Bitter Lake Shrine. Turn to the left. There's the turtle on our left. There's where Chen Loong was previously. You're going to keep running to this little shack. And when you talk to him, he'll bring out a scroll, and that is where you can fight the blacksmith boss, as well as bring in all the vendors together in one convenient place so you can buy stuff from all of them. And here you are, little monkey, in the Ryu scroll. Turn to the left, and you'll find the blacksmith, challenge him to a fight, and he'll give you what you want. And just a tip, once you beat him, make sure you do Equip More Curious, which is below store. After all, it's wise to wear more curios. We're gonna go to the next boss, who is non-white, who has 2 encounters. Now, before we get to him, you guys may like to find all 4 Buddha statues and to get out of this area with the baby, because this may be your first time doing it, or even in New Game Plus, you may want to find out where to do that, just so it's easier for you. So turn to the left of the baby, and here's the first of 4 Buddha statues. After that, turn to the left, go down here for the second statue on the right. After him, just turn around, go left. You'll just follow the path, go left when you can't anymore. Go down here for the third statue, we're almost done. Now we have 1 more statue to go. Turn to the left through this door, then turn right. Just follow the path, turn left here. Stay along the left side, because it goes up here. Just follow the path, and on the right, you'll find the 4th and final Buddha statue. Now from him, just turn around and jump over the wall to return to the baby. After his dialogue, you guys will turn to the right, so here's how to get out of here now. Go up the steps. Now you're going to begin this path here, and through these steps. Go across here, you'll find this big statue. And from there, go over here to this big open area. This will be closed before the statues. It'll open up once you get all 4 statues. And go in. And at the top, we'll find non-white for the first time. The first encounter out of 2. Now we're at the shrine, Valley of Ecstasy, Mindfulness Cliff. And now we're going to find non-white for the first time. Alright, so after we beat him for the first time, we're going to go through here, up the steps. And through this opening, just keep going straight. Up these steps. And here we are, for the second time. Then you'll go down this slope, right after beating him, and you'll arrive at the Valley of Ecstasy. Forest of Felicity is this shrine. Valley of Ecstasy, Forest of Felicity, turn around, and go through here, and that's how we're going to get to the next boss, Lang-Li-Guhh-Lang. Here we are. Hope you guys are finding this video useful so far. The next boss is Old Ginseng Guai, and to get there, you go to the Towers of Karma, which can be hard to find, so I'm going to show you guys how to get to Towers of Karma Shrine from the Forest of Felicity Shrine. So from this shrine, run straight, follow the path here, and you'll pass one little balcony right there, and here's the second one, archway I should say, and go down this slope, all the way down, and that's how you get to the Towers of Karma. Shut up, bro. And here we are. Towers of Karma. From the Towers of Karma, turn to the right. Just follow the path until you get to this area here, and then just pull this plant out. He'll give you a special seed, by the way, and you'll get his spirit. Just another thing you guys can look forward to. You probably missed this one too, because this place is pretty confusing. Non-Able is the next boss. To get to him, return to the Towers of Karma Shrine, and I want you guys to travel to the New West, Valley of Ecstasy, Forest of Felicity. Now here's how to go from the Forest of Felicity Shrine to the Brook of Bliss Shrine, and then you make your way to Non-Able. So from the Forest of Felicity Shrine, run over here to the guy that gives you that fox spirit, turn to the right, and head down this path here. Hope you guys are finding this guide useful so far, by the way. At the statue, turn left, and you'll see this little fork in the road, left and right. Turn to the right, across this bridge, and there is how you get to the Brook of Bliss Shrine. From there, turn to the right, up these steps, and you'll see this path going up here. You'll see another statue, turn to the right, and then make a little left, and you'll find non-able. Next boss, Green Caped Martialist, who also gives you the spell Spellbinder, which is one of the best spells in the entire game. And just a tip for you guys, when you go to the Shrine Crouching Tiger Temple cellar, and you talk to the dog, upgrade your mana, because that'll make Spellbinder even stronger, because your mana is converted to damage with Spellbinder. So to get Green Caped Martialist and the Spellbinder spell, go to the Shrine Bitter Lake, North Shore of the Bitter Lake, turn to the left, and go past the turtle, and the water where we initially fought Chen Loong, who would then travel to that shack over there that gives you access to the Ruyi Scroll. Follow the path, and you'll find the Green Caped Martialist at the top, being attacked by 3 bats. So go ahead and defeat them, and then talk to him, and just go ahead and exhaust all his dialogue. Fast travel back to the shrine. Now fast travel to the New West, Valley of Ecstasy, Towers of Karma, which I showed not too long ago. Put on the Ring of Fire if you don't have it on already by going to Self-Advance and Set Spells, and turn around, and you're going to put the Ring of Fire in front of the Martialist, and you can already hear him shivering from the shrine. Just put the Ring of Fire down, and a cutscene will trigger. He'll go inside, exhaust all his dialogue. When you talk to him, he'll mention watermelons under a cliff, and that's where we're going to go now, under a cliff. So return to the shrine, and fast travel to Forest of Felicity. Here's how to go from the Forest of Felicity Shrine to the Melonfield Shrine, and that's where you guys will fight the Green Caped Martialist. There's the guy that gives you the Fox Spirit. Turn to the right, and go down this path, the same way we went for the non-able boss. When you get to that statue, turn left. You'll get to the fork in the road. We went right and across the bridge for non-able. This time, go to the left, and all the way down, and you'll get to a body of water. Just stay along the right side, and then we're going to go down the mountain. And here we go. Drop down onto this tree. And we're almost at the Melonfield Shrine. You guys are almost there. Here we are, Melonfield. Now just turn to the left, and there you guys go. There's the boss fight. When you beat him, you get the Spellbinder spell. The next boss is Captain Kalpa-Wave. Fast travel back to the Forest of Felicity Shrine. And if you haven't done so already, make sure to talk to this guy here to get the Fox Spirit. And if you do get hit while you're the Fox, you still have it in your inventory, and you can use that to get around enemies as well. So we're just going to follow the path now. This is how to get to Captain Kalpa-Wave. The next shrine we're going to get to is Longevity Road. Just follow the path, and you'll get there. You'll see the structure here to the right. You're going to bend a little to the left. And just note that to the right, there's a spirit up there that we're going to collect for another boss called the Rat Captain. So now we're at the Longevity Road. Now from here, turn to the right. You'll see all these enemies here. Keep moving to the right. And you'll find a big palace over there. Just keep going straight. And we're going to get to Captain Kalpa-Wave. Alright, now we're going to do the Rat Captain boss, who's the most complicated one in this entire chapter. I'll try to make this as simple as possible. If you want to fight the Rat Captain boss, don't talk to the rat in Chapter 2. If you want the Rat Captain to be dead, so you can just get the sword and get the Ashen Slumber transformation, talk to the rat in Chapter 2. So if you want to fight the Rat Captain, number 1, don't talk to the rat in Chapter 2. You can kill the Rat Captain enemies nearby. There's 2 of them. They have 2 heads each. I killed both of those, but then I didn't talk to the rat in the house at the top of the hill. I skipped him. Don't talk to the NPC in the jail cell, which is next to the one you start out in the Pagoda Realm. Then I collected 4 Captain Spirits in Chapter 3, and I'll go over each one of those soon. After you do that, go back to the Pagoda Realm and talk to the NPC in the jail cell for the first time, and deliver 4 spirits. By the time you reach step 4, you're able to open the jail cell because the purple seal will be gone because you killed Captain Lotus-Vision, which is an optional boss in this area, and he gets rid of all purple seals on the doors. Step 5, talk to the rat in Chapter 2 for the very first time. Make sure you exhaust all the dialogue. Then Step 6, travel to the Pagoda Realm, go to Upper Pagoda, and the Rat Captain boss will be there. You just have to travel along the right side and go down a slope, and I'll walk you guys through that path later in this video. Those 4 spirits come from Captain Lotus-Vision, Captain Wise Voice, Captain Kalpa-Wave, and then the 4th one I'm going to show you right now. Go to the shrine Valley of Ecstasy, Longevity Road. From there, turn to the right, and the 4th spirit is up here on the hill, and that's why I told you guys to look to the right when running along that path. I wanted to save this for later, just so I could talk about all the spirits together while we show the Rat Captain. So here's the 4th spirit up here. Go ahead and take it. And now you have all the spirits in the game, or the Kalpa one will be your last spirit if you chose to get this guy first, and then the Captain Kalpa-Wave. Now that you have all of that, fast travel back, and go to the Lower Pagoda Shrine, and talk to the NPC in the jail cell. So that's what we're going to do now. Go to the New West, Pagoda Realm, Lower Pagoda, and you'll see the NPC right there that's highlighted on the right side. Here we are, back in the underworld, Pagoda Realm, Lower Pagoda, and run back to the other end. The statue that's against the cell, that is the one we need to do. Kick it open. Talk to him. 4 loyal captains, 4 souls he's mentioning, and you have those 4 souls. As you can see, I've never talked to this guy before, but that's okay. Now we're going to do give back. And thank God, the Rat Captain's body isn't on the floor. I'm going to show you guys where to go, of course, to get to the Rat Captain. Alright, we're going to talk to him again. And now he's repeating his line, so I know that we're done with him. Now that you've given him the 4 spirits, go to the Lower Pagoda Shrine, and fast travel to Yellow Wind Ridge, Sandgate Village, Village Entrance, and that is the first time you should talk to the NPC at the top of the hill. Turn to the right, unless you have that door open in the middle, then just run straight. Go around here. At the top, there is the rat in the little house at the top of the hill. This is the first time I'm talking to him. So exhaust all of his lines. Here's the last line. Here's how you know you exhausted all the dialogue. He says, "The king honored rats." And then it ends with, "We must find it then, but where and how?" And that is how you know you did all the lines. And now the Rat Captain will show up. Once you're back at the shrine, travel to the New West, Pagoda Realm, Upper Pagoda this time, not Lower. Now we're at the shrine, Pagoda Realm, Upper Pagoda. From there, turn around, turn to the left, and it's just a straight path to the boss now, which triggers a cutscene. So get past the red-haired guy, go down the slope to the right, keep running straight, and the Rat Captain is at the end. And here he is. Once you guys beat him, his dead body will be here this time, and you can pick the sword up. So either way, either route you go will get you the Ashen Slumber transformation. That's useful for XP, will, and spark forms because you can blow yourself up, quickly killing all enemies around you, and there's the Ashen Slumber transformation. Alright, now we're at the Thunderclap Temple. From the shrine, New Thunderclap Temple, Temple entrance, turn to the right, and we will make our way to the boss, Monk from the Sea. Turn left, run up here, turn to the right up these steps, and on the left side will be the boss. There's the opening, and here's the Monk from the Sea. Now we're going to find the boss Non-Void. Go to the shrine Valley of Ecstasy, Forest of Felicity. Go straight, and get the fox spirit from this guy, and you can transform to this fox at any time, even if you get hit. Exhaust all the dialogue, and you'll get the fox spirit. As you can see, we got the Snow Fox brush, and you can always use that in your inventory, and you can bind that to the directional buttons as well. Go go ahead and de-transform. Now go to the New West, New Thunderclap Temple, Temple Entrance Shrine. Now we're at the Shrine, New Thunderclap Temple, Temple Entrance. Open up your inventory and equip the Fox Brush to one of your direction buttons. You can go ahead and transform now, just so you can get past the enemies easier, but you don't have to transform now. Just make sure you do it before you approach Non-Void, and I'll let you guys know exactly when that is. Just go through here and take the big steps on the left. There'll be another temple on the left side. That's where we're headed. We can already see it, and we're heading all the way up there to the far left. Go into the temple. On the right side, take these steps. At the top, go out, and then turn around here to the right. Go up the steps. And here we are. We're going to approach him as the fox. Now, you guys will get a reward for doing this, so use your Incense Trail Talisman to quickly go back to the Forest of Felicity Shrine. Go back to the Frozen Corpse, and you'll get a reward. And now, thanks to you, you can finally rest in peace. And now you guys have the Snow Fox Brush, which moderately increases the duration of transformations, which will be really useful for beating all the bosses in the game. Non-Pure is the next boss. From the Shrine, New Thunderclap Temple, Mavra Hall, turn to the right. And here's the section with those big two giants. Turn to the left, and Non-Pure will be in here. Now the last two bosses are back-to-back, Yellowbrow and Macaque Chief. And yeah, we're gonna fight Macaque Chief again. We haven't gotten rid of that guy yet. So, from the Shrine, New Thunderclap Temple, Mavra Hall, turn around here up the steps, and you'll fight Yellowbrow twice, and Macaque Chief once. So first you'll fight Yellowbrow, then Macaque Chief, and then Yellowbrow again. And those are all the bosses in Chapter 3. How to get to all the bosses in Chapter 4. The Second Sister, Village of Langxi, Estate of the Zoo. Just turn right and go up these stairs, then turn left, a cutscene will trigger. Once you go through the doors, you'll see the Second Sister, and she'll transform. And that's the first boss in Chapter 4. For the next boss, Elder Armorworm, go to Webbed Hollow, the Verter Bridge. Turn left from the shrine, take another left, and go across these steps, and you'll see these lanterns on the right side. A cutscene will play, then go through there, you'll see some chests, keep going straight, and it'll open up into this area, and there he is. Centipede Guai, Webbed Hollow, Middle Hollow. From the shrine, go right, and drop down. And you're just going to go straight, and you'll get to him. So after this little area, then you'll drop down, you'll see that big mound over there. And he'll fall down. Buddha's right hand, Webbed Hollow, Cliff of Oblivion. Go left, and then just go straight, and you'll get to the hand. Venom Daoist, encounter 1 of 2. Go to Webbed Hollow, Upper Hollow. Go left and up these stairs, and take a left. Go toward that torch that you see, and turn left right there, and drop down. Turn to the right a little bit, and drop down again. And go left into this area. You'll pass 2 of them on the left side, and you'll see more spiders right there. Keep going, and you'll see that archer over there. And we're going to bend to the left. You'll see another torch on the left. Go up the stairs. And you'll see this big slope here. So keep running along. At the top, you'll go to the right a little bit. And you'll see a shrine over there called Pool of Shattered Jade. So here we are at the Pool of Shattered Jade, and then from here, go to the right. And this is a great XP farm right here, using Ashen Slumber, by the way. And to the left, you'll see Venom Daoist, hit him, and eventually, when he comes out of that, you'll be able to fight him. And that's your first encounter of 2 and that'll get him to change locations. Yellow Loon, go to Webbed Hollow Cliff of Oblivion. From the shrine, turn left and go straight, which is where we fought Buddha's right hand earlier. And there's prerequisites to fight Yellow Loon. You need to kill all the other Loon bosses, and I'll show you who those are later on. Drop down, and then go to the right. And go to the right again. And then you'll have the choice to go left or right. Go left and drop down. And then go across this wooden bridge. And we are making our way to the Shrine Relief of the Fallen Loon. And I think it's better if I show you guys how to get to some shrines like this one, because they can be pretty confusing. Go across this bridge here, use Cloud Step. And turn to the left. And we're already almost there. Just go up the hill and stay along the left side. And keep making your way to the left, and you'll see the Shrine Relief of the Fallen Loon. And right now he's not there on my screen, but he will show up for you guys once you kill the other Loon bosses, and I'll show who those are right now. In Chapter 1, you need to beat Red Loon, that's behind a waterfall. Chapter 2, Black Loon, behind a sandfall. And Chapter 3, Cyan Loon, that's at the edge of Turtle Island, that's right before the boss Kang-Jin Star. Once you kill all of those guys, go back to Webbed Hollow Relief of the Fallen Loon, and Yellow Loon will show up on the right side. Baw-Li-Guhh-Baw, go to Webbed Hollow Cliff of Oblivion. Go left, and run straight. This is where we fought Buddha's right hand earlier. And go up these steps. Go across the dead hand. And drop down. Turn to the right. And go down here. Turn right again. And then turn right. And go across this path over here. You'll see the archer. And drop down. And you'll see this gap on the right side. Go through it, and a cutscene will play. And if you drop down from here, that's how you get to Zhu Bajie, but we're not going to go there just yet. From there, we're going to go left, from when you're looking down at that gap. And go to the right and drop down here. And drop down, go through these spider webs. Keep following the path. Stay along the left side now. And then bend to the right. Go through these webs here. Just keep going straight. More spiders, and you'll get to a shrine on the other side of those spiders. And now we're at Lower Hollow. From here, we're going to go back toward the spiders. And turn left and go through a gap in the wall. You're not going to go all the way up the steps, so once you get to the top of the steps, turn left, and you'll see this torch, and go into here. And then bend to the right, and go up this path on the right, and we're almost at the frog already. And here we are. Alright, Zhu Bajie, encounter 1 of 2. Go to Webbed Hollow, Lower Hollow. From the shrine, turn to the right. And drop down here. And we're going to make our way down toward that area that we looked down from earlier. But we ended up taking a left from that drop. So you're going to keep following the path here. And you'll see the lantern enemy over there. Go through these webs. And you'll see a shrine on the right. And this shrine is Hut of Immortality. Then turn to the right, go straight, and you'll fight him. Alright, so that was encounter 1 of 2. Now here's the second encounter, so turn back the way you came from. And stay to the right. And then you'll see this sand fall or black fall on the right side. Go through the gap. And then just go straight and you guys will fight him for a second time. Violet Spider, Webbed Hollow, the Gathering Cave. And go through these webs, and shortly after that shrine, you'll find the Violet Spider. So pretty close to that shrine. And here she is. Beetle Commander, Temple of Yellow Flowers, Forest of Ferocity. Turn to the right, and just run along the path. And then it'll turn to the right. So go along here, and then take a left. Up these steps, turn right. Up these steps, and then turn right. You'll see all these monks training here, and the Beetle Commander. Funky Woman, Temple of Yellow Flowers, Temple Entrance. Turn to the right. Go up these stairs. And then another set of stairs, go all the way to the top, and you'll see this entrance here. You have the choice to go right or left, take a left. Up these stairs, and then up these stairs here. At this big tree, you're going to take a right. Through this door. And we're going to keep going up the mountain. So up these stairs. Turn right. Up even more stairs. And then up this slope. And we're almost there. And at the top, turn left. And then right. Up these stairs. And then stay to the right. And now just go straight. And there'll be 2 flowers on the ground. 1 flower here on the left, which is a natural flower. And then the one on the right is not exactly a flower. And there she is. Alright, Supreme Inspector. He requires 4 talismans. The first talisman can be found at Webbed Hollow, the Verdure Bridge. Go to the left. Run through here. Turn right, you'll see that torch. Drop down. Drop down again, you'll see another torch in front of you. Turn left. Up these stairs. Stay to the left. At the top, you'll see that big tree and a house on the right. Go around the house. Go to the right of it and up these stairs. At the top, you'll see a lantern enemy. Turn right. Go across this little wooden bridge. And then just stay to the right. And then on the left side, you'll see the first talisman. Second talisman, Webbed Hollow, Cliff of Oblivion. This time, turn right. And really close to that shrine will be the second talisman. Third talisman, Webbed Hollow, Relief of the Fallen Loon. Go to the left, and right near the shrine, just run up the hill. And you'll see this enemy right here. And then stay to the left, and the path will wind around up to the right, and it'll be at the top of the hill. So then take that right, go up the slope. You'll go between these 2 torches. You'll see even more torches in front of you, and on the right side will be the third talisman. And for the fourth and final talisman, which then triggers the boss, go to Temple of Yellow Flowers, Court of Illumination. Go around the tree, up these stairs. Straight ahead will be the fourth talisman, and that gets the Supreme Inspector to spawn. And here he is. Venom Daoist, Encounter 2 of 2, Temple of Yellow Flowers, Court of Elimination. Turn around from the shrine, so go the opposite way, go down these stairs, go straight across. And we've been to this section before when going to the Fungi Woman boss earlier. And it's important to do all of this before the last boss in this chapter, the 100-Eyed Daoist. So you're going to go up here, and the Venom Daoist will be in the second location because you killed him earlier in the chapter. When you do that, he then teleports up here. So at the top, normally we would have gone right to Fungi Woman. You're going to go left, and then down the slope, and that's how you get to Venom Daoist. And when you guys kill him, he's going to give you access to the secret area in Chapter 4 called Purple Cloud Mountain. Once you kill him, he's going to point to this wall, and a map will go on. And this actually made me think of the murals in God of War Ragnarok. Once you go through there, you will get to Purple Cloud Mountain, and then turn left up the slope, and there'll be a snake along a tree, and that's the first step you need to do in order to fight the boss Daoist Mi. So talk to the snake, and then as you progress, you'll get to the shrine Petal Fall Hamlet. From there, turn right, and this is how you get to Daoist Mi. You're going to go across this bridge, and then turn left. And then you're just going to run up some stairs, and you'll get to Daoist Mi on the left side. Now, once you talk to him, he'll want you to find an item called Violet Hail. So, just turn to the right, and kill enemies around this area until you drop it. The third enemy dropped it for me. So kill these two guys right here, and then go right. And then up these steps, and then turn left. And this enemy right here actually dropped it for me, so hopefully you guys get lucky too. And there's Violet Hail. If you guys get it around this area as well, then just turn left right here, down these stairs to return to Daoist Mi. Once you give it to him, he'll then challenge you to a fight, and that's how you can then fight Daoist Mi. And make sure you do all of this before fighting the Dusk Veil, or he'll go away. And once you beat him, he'll give you the spell Violet Hail. Another boss really close by is the Dusk Veil, but make sure you guys don't fight him yet. Instead, fight the Scorpionlord at Secret Purple Cloud Mountain, Valley of Blooms. Turn around from the shrine and go across the bridge. Turn right. And we're going to make our way to another shrine, and the Scorpionlord is nearby that one. So run across here. Just run straight, and you'll find this poison enemy right here. On the left side will be another shrine. This one's called Bounds of Deity's Abode. Turn right and up the steps. At the top will be the Scorpionlord, and he fights you once you break some vases. And now you guys want to fight the Dusk Veil, Secret Purple Cloud Mountain, Cloud Nest Peak. Just turn to the right and go up these stairs, and you'll get to him. So make sure you fight the Dusk Veil after Daoist Mi and the Scorpionlord, or you'll miss them. After you fight him, you'll get the Weaver's Needle, and upon exiting the area, just use your Incense Trail Talisman, and you'll go to the Shrine Court of Illumination. From there, just turn right and go through the middle, and you guys will fight the last boss in this chapter, 100-Eyed Daoist Master. All bosses in Chapter 5. Pale Axe Steward is the first boss. Go to the Shrine Woods of Ember, Ashen Pass 1. From there, turn right, and you're just going to go straight towards a battle. There's a mini-map in the top left corner that shows treasure and plans to help you guys out as well. And there's going to be a big guy with an axe, and there he is, the Pale Axe Steward, and exhaust all his dialogue. Brown Iron Cart is the next boss. From this battleground area, turn to the left, and you're going to see him at the top, shooting down at us. Go up the steps, and then you can turn to the right if you want, to evade his fire. And this is the first cart of several in this chapter, which is needed to access a secret area in this chapter, and later in this chapter, we'll return to the Pale Axe Steward to talk to him more. Father of Stones, go to Woods of Ember, Height of Ember, turn to the left, and he's going to be on the other side of the wall, and you can see him right there. He'll hop over to fight you. Once you beat him, go to the wall and open the door on the right side. For the next boss, Grey Bronze Cart. You can see him down there shooting up at us. He's wedged between the walls. And go through the gaps in the walls by just staying along the left side. Stay along the left the whole way, and you'll get to the cart, and you can activate Fireproof Mantle if you want. And once you beat him, you'll get to the next two bosses, Fast as Wind and Quick as Fire. Flint Chief, go to Furnace Valley, Valley Entrance. run along the path and just follow the path the whole way until you get to 2 big pillars. And there's the 2 big pillars. Turn to the right, then left. You're going to see that enemy in the distance with an orange light around him. Turn left, and you'll find this lava river. Stay left the whole way, and you get to the boss. And there's Flint Chief. And remember to activate Fireproof Mantle. Misty Cloud and Cloudy Mist. Furnace Valley, Valley Entrance. So we were just at this shrine, except this time we're going to go straight, where we saw that guy with the shield with orange lighting around him. So once we get to these 2 pillars, turn right, and then turn left. And then this is where we turn left to get to the Flint Chief, except this time go straight, go past that enemy with the big shield and the orange lighting, and just follow the path. And after this archway, you'll get to Misty Cloud and Cloudy Mist. Keeper of Flaming Mountains and Yin Yang Fish. Furnace Valley, the Emerald Hall. From there, turn left and go up the steps. A cutscene will then play, and you'll fight Keeper of Flaming Mountains, and then the scenery will change to this, and then when you beat him, Yin Yang Fish. Now return to Flaming Mountains, Woods of Ember, Camp of Seasons, so then you can exhaust all the dialogue with the Pale Axe. Otherwise, he won't show up when you fight the next cart, which is Crimson Silver Cart. So you don't need to talk to him in between the other carts, you just need to exhaust all his dialogue at the beginning, and then you need to talk to him after you beat Yin Yang Fish, which is before the Crimson Silver Cart. To fight Crimson Silver Cart, go to Furnace Valley, the Emerald Hall. So we were just there, except this time we're gonna continue up the mountain. So here's the area where the cutscene played, and this is where we fought the Keeper of Flaming Mountains and Yin Yang Fish. Turn left, and just follow the path. And then go up these steps here and turn right. Now if you talk to the Pale Axe Steward and exhausted all his dialogue before this, you'll find him here fighting the cart. So remember to exhaust all his dialogue at the very beginning of this chapter when you find him, and then again after you beat Keeper of Flaming Mountains and Yin Yang Fish. If you don't talk to him after Keeper of Flaming Mountains and Yin Yang Fish, when you get here, he won't be here and you'll just see the cart. But you know you did it right if you find him here fighting the cart, and that happens when you exhaust all his dialogue before this fight. 9-capped Lingxuzi Guai. Go to Field of Fire, Ashen Pass 3. Just turn to the right and he's that plant in the back on the right side. Now we're going to return to the same shrine. So for Flint Vanguard, go to Field of Fire, Ashen Pass 3. This time turn to the left. And you're going to run along this path, which is where the big ball rolls on. So this is where the big ball goes, so you're going to go along this path here, and you're going to reach 2 big pillars and the bull. So here we are at those 2 big pillars and the bull, and here's the pillar on the right side. Turn to the right a little more and you'll see this gap in the road. Head down here and you'll reach the Flint Vanguard. Now from this location, we're going to get to Mother of Flamelings. So once we beat the Flint Vanguard, turn to the right. And you're going to see that big rock right there. We're going to go to the left of that, so down here. And you're going to need 4 flame ores from these enemies you see right here. So once you get 4 flame ores, head down the path and you'll see this orange lava patch at the bottom. You're going to deliver 4 of them to that patch. As you see, I need 2 more. So once you get enough, just hit deliver, and the Mother of Flamelings comes out. Now from this location, we're going to get to Rusty Gold Cart. So once you beat her, turn to the right and just follow the path. And we'll reach another shrine before we get to this cart. So now we're at Field of Fire, Slope. And this is the last cart you need to access the secret area in Chapter 5, Bushweed Cave. And here we are, the Rusty Gold Cart. And as you see, the Pale Axe Steward isn't doing too well. So after you save him and you beat the cart, go ahead and talk to him, exhaust all his dialogue again. And you can reach this wall, which then crumbles. And that's how we're then going to reach Baw-Li-Guhh-Lang. So just head down the path, and the frog will be on the left side. And here he is. Top takes bottom, bottom takes top. Secret Bushwi Cave, Purge Pit. From there, turn to the right. And they're going to be in that location down there. Take a slight right again. And when you drop down, you'll find top takes bottom and bottom takes top. Once you beat them, turn around so you see the steps. And we're going to reach Bushwi Golden-Eyed Beast. Take a left. And you'll see these two enemies here. And then you'll reach a shrine on the right side, which is Secret Bushwi Cave, Cave Depths. From there, take a left. And you'll see all these enemies here in this hall. Just go past them using Rock Solid or Cloud Step. And then when you reach this path with these two enemies, just drop down and go straight. Then take a slight left and you'll reach this ice slope. So slide all the way down and we're almost there already. You'll reach another shrine, and the beast is right after this. Secret Bushwi Cave, Corridor of Fire and Ice. Turn to the right. Drop down, and you'll find the next boss. And this guy is a lunatic. This guy's a crazy fast moveset. And now for the final boss of Chapter 5, Red Boy and Yaksha King. Go to Field of Fire, Fallen Furnace Crater. From there, turn left. Just go up the slope where the bull is, and a cutscene will play, and you'll fight Red Boy. Now once you beat Red Boy, he turns into Yaksha King. And once you beat Yaksha King, that's the end of Chapter 5. All bosses in Chapter 6. Supreme Inspector, go to Foothills Verdant Path, and just go up the slope, and he's the first boss in Chapter 6. And this shrine is one we're going to come back to a lot for this, for a nice starting point. So going back to that shrine for a Geo Loon of Waves. From there, turn right again. At that point, you'll have access to the cloud. Then turn left. And as soon as you go over the edge, go straight down to this lake and he'll be there. Lang-Li-Guhh-Baw. From there, turn right. And then left. And go straight over the edge. And now just stay along the right side of the mountain, and it's going to be on the far end against the mountainside where you see that brown patch. And there we are, and this is where the last frog is, and this frog turns red and is the last one you need for the mythical frog spirit. Waterwood Beast, going back to Foothills Verdant Path. From there, turn right, and just go past the part with the Supreme Inspector, go all the way up, and then turn left. And this guy is on the far end of the lake. So just go to the left as much as possible, and it's the lake on the farthest side against the mountain. And there he is. Now we're going to find 4 Poison Chiefs. So going back to the same shrine, Foothills Verdant Path, turn right, and go straight up, and we're going to go to the far right side, and you're going to see a brown patch on the ground for our first Poison Chief. And that is 1 of 4. And we're going to find 3 more, and they all look the same as well. So for the second Poison Chief, going back to Foothills Verdant Path as our starting point. From there, go left. This time when we go over the edge, take a left, stay against the mountainside, you're going to see that lake, and then you're going to see our second Poison Chief. For the third Poison Chief, go back to Verdant Path. Go through here with the Supreme Inspector. Once you go over the edge, now you're just going to go straight towards those red trees and the lightning, and then you're going to take a left and see this brown patch of dirt right here. This is the third Poison Chief, and we have 1 more. So here's our 4th Poison Chief. Go back to the Verdant Path. And just a shout out to all you guys for watching this video. Hope it helps you, and thanks for checking out the video. As soon as you go over the edge, turn right and head towards these mountains here, and that'll lead to our 4th Poison Chief. And here he is. Son of Stones, go back to Foothills Verdant Path, take a right and go through the Supreme Inspector area, and then once you go over the edge, take a diagonal left and head towards the mountain, and you're going to see him from a distance glowing. He's going to be sitting on the mountainside. And this guy right here doesn't mind you sitting with him, unless you decide to kill him. Gold Armed Rhino, go back to Foothills Verdant Path, take a right, go through the Supreme Inspector area, and just go straight up and head towards the right side, and just head towards the lightning. When you do that and go over the mountain, you'll see this big battlefield here, and that's where you'll find the Rhino. And this guy right here was one of my favorite bosses in Chapter 6. Now Cloud Tread and Deer, go back to the same shrine, through the Supreme Inspector area, and then once you go up into the air, just head towards those big red trees that you probably noticed before, and the lightning. Head all the way over there in a straight line, and you'll get to another shrine called Foothills Deer Site Forest. From there, turn right, just go straight towards this red tree, and you'll find the deer. And he was one of the harder bosses for me this chapter, so good luck with him. Giant Shigandang. Now in order to wake him up, we need 4 Skanda key items, and the first one being Skanda of Form. So for that, go to Forest of Wolves, Front Hills. And yeah, this is at the very beginning of the game. And even that early on, you're already getting important key materials. So right before the Bullguard, that's when you take a left. The Bullguard was that first boss that we fought in Chapter 1. You'll see this monkey here and this head. Interact with it and you get the Skanda of Form. Now we need the Skanda of Feeling, and you get that when you beat the Shigandang. Not the giant Shigandang, but the regular Shigandang. In order to awaken and beat the Shigandang, we need 6 Buddha eyeballs. So to get the first one, go to Fright Cliff Squall Hideout. From there, just turn around, and here's the first one. I'm going to show the first 3, and then I'm going to go to a different shrine and get the next 3. So you're going to head up here, and on the left side is the second eye. Then turn right, go towards these steps over here, and just make your way up for the third eye. And there we are. Now head back to the Fright Cliff Squall Hideout Shrine. This time, instead of turning around, go left, and I want to show you guys the next 3 eyeballs. Once you get to the top, you can take a left or right, go left. You're going to see this orange lighten, and it's going to be back there for the 4th head. Go across now. And once you go around the bend, you'll see the sunlight. Head towards that, especially if you're a Souls gamer. And then you'll arrive at the Fright Cliff Rockrest Flat. On the left side is the 5th eye. Turn back around, the shrine is now on our left side. This time go right up this slope. And now we're heading towards Mother of Stones, which is what we needed for the Man in Stone quest. Go around to the right for the 6th eye. Now just use your Incense Trail Talisman to return to Fright Cliff Rockrest Flat. And then on the left side through this gate, that is where you'll awaken the Shigandang, and when you beat him, you'll get the Skanda of Feeling. So now we have 2 Skanda key items, and we need 2 more. And fun fact, if you didn't fight the Stone Vanguard, the Shigandang, who you just woke up, now fights the Stone Vanguard for you, which I thought was awesome. Skanda of Thought. For our next Skanda key item, go to Valley of Ecstasy, Mindfulness Cliff. And you're going to head towards this wooden platform. As soon as you see that little wooden bridge, you're going to drop down towards this pillar, and get that wheel if you want at the end. And you're going to turn left, and it's just a very simple path, all the way to another monkey with a head that gives you the Skanda of Thought. So just follow the path, you won't be able to get lost here. There's even a chest right there if you want it. Interact with it, and there is the Skanda of Thought. We just need 1 more Skanda key item to awaken the giant Shigandang. Now we're going to get the Skanda of Choice for the last key item. Go to Webbed Hollow, the Purifying Spring. From there, turn right. Head through this gap. Go around this little pond, and where that whale is, you're going to drop down and then go to the left. And then in the back is the last Skanda key item, the Skanda of Choice. So now we got the Skanda of Form, the Skanda of Feeling, the Skanda of Thought, and the Skanda of Choice. Now we're ready to awaken the giant Shigandang. So go back to our favorite shrine. And you guys know the drill, go past the Supreme Inspector area. Once you head on up, go right where you would for the Son of Stones. Remember that guy that was sitting on the edge? And there he is right there. You're going to see 2 gold trees and a mountain in between them. Turn to the right, and you're going to see this valley in between these mountains. Now it's a straight path to the giant Shigandang. And just a tip, stay close to the ground because he knocks you off, and you don't want to take damage when that happens. so in doing so, you don't take any damage. Alright, so once you beat him, you're able to climb him, and here's the path that I went on. You're going to stay to the left, and then you're going to go onto the right side, and then you'll see the monkey once again. And he gives you Skanda of Consciousness, giving you 5 total Skanda key items. Then we can use that for a pill reward from Shoe Dog at the Crouching Tiger Cellar. So you're going to go up to him and show him them. And then deliver them. And then he's going to give you this pill, which is amazing. It's going to buff all your attributes, as you can see in the bottom left corner. And there you guys go. Fang-Tail General. Go back to Foothills Verdant Path. And I'm going to make this easier on you guys by going over the exact steps you do while you're on him, instead of just cutting to the end portion of this segment. And I'm also going to go over how to prepare for this. So put on the Fireproof Mantle, which is really all you need, but if you do want to do more, you could do the Flint Vanguard Spirit, and all these give burn resistance, by the way, Yaksha Armor, Curios Jade Moon Rabbit for less damage, Back Scratcher for more stamina, Flame Orb for more burn resistance. And for pellets, use Body Coolant Powder for more burn resistance. And the most important thing being Fireproof Mantle. Now once you land on him, you're going to press R2 or RT to start the ride. And then after that, you hold it down the whole entire time, even though it looks like you're falling off the bug, but really you're still holding on. Then when you get to the field with the Rhino boss, you're forced to let go. So run back to the bug to activate Fireproof Mantle. It doesn't work when you activate it at the head, and you might accidentally grab on, which is what I did, and that got me killed. So run back, activate Fireproof Mantle, and then press R2 or RT again, and then hold it the whole entire time, and you won't take any damage, and that's how you do it. To recap what to do here, press R2 or RT to start the ride, then just hold it. When you get to the Rhino field, you're forced to let go. Run back to use Fireproof Mantle, go back to the head, press R2 or RT again, and then just hold it again. And there you go. Shout out to all the guys out there that let go of the button because it looked like you were falling off, when really you're just supposed to hold it the whole time. Emerald Armed Mantis. Go back to the Verdant Path, through the Supreme Inspector area, and then turn to the left. Now in order to find this guy, you need to defeat the Gold Armed Rhino, the Cloud Treading Deer, and the Fang-Tail General, who we just beat. If you don't do that, your gameplay will look like this, with no mist around the tree. But if you kill those 3 bosses I just mentioned, you'll see mist around the tree, and you'll trigger a cutscene when you land, and then you can fight the Emerald Armed Mantis. Erlan, Pagoda Realm Snow Veil Trail. Now this is in Chapter 3, but you can't access this secret area until you defeat all Chapter's secret bosses, and I'll list all of them right now for your convenience. Chapter 1, Elder Jinchi. Chapter 2, Fubin. Chapter 3, Green Caped Marshalless. Chapter 4, Dusk Veil. Chapter 5, Bishwi Golden-Eyed Beast. Once you defeat all those secret bosses, you can then access the secret area and fight Erlan. And here we are. Once you're inside, you'll get to Pagoda Realm, the Great Pagoda. From there, just turn right, and just head up the steps, and you know you're ready to access this area if you see the Buddha baby. If you don't see him, defeat one of the bosses I listed earlier. And good luck. And now we're in Erlan's secret area in Chapter 3. And it's just a straightforward path to the next shrine, Secret Mount Mei Jian Peak. From there, turn to the right, head up these steps, and good luck. Here is Erlan. Best of luck to you in this fight. After you beat him, you fight the 4 Heavenly Kings, and then you fight Erlan Shen. After him, you're ready to fight the final boss in Chapter 6, and the last boss in my boss guides, and thank you so much again for watching, guys. Hope they helped you. To fight the Stone Monkey and the Great Sage's Broken Show, head to Foothills Mantis. Could make you guys go back to Foothills the Verdant Path, but I don't think you guys want to go back there again. So from here, what you're going to do is turn to the right first, and you're going to see above that tree, that gap in between the mountains, that's where you're going to go. And then turn left, and you guys will reach Water Curtain Cave. Then just head up and you're going to jump through the waterfall on a lower platform. So a little bit to the left and then drop down. Now it's just an easy path to follow. Water Curtain Cave, Peak of Innocence. From there, just run up the hill and you'll find the stone. Go inside and you'll fight the Stone Monkey. After you beat him, you'll fight the Great Sage's Broken Shell. And there is the last boss in my boss guides. If you guys found this video useful and would like to support me, especially when some of my videos take a really long time to make like this one, my Cash App is in the description below, as well as becoming a member for perks. And if you guys would like more tips and modded gameplay, that's in my Wukong playlist down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, drop a like so it helps the video out so we can help more people, and subscribe for more. Thanks for watching.